I did get the sense it was a startup as well. And like you said, in startups, the hours are not going to be the typical hours, but you do get compensated. If a lot of startups do have equity packages.
Yeah.
And if any of you are financially astute, you know that equity is much more powerful than a salary, okay? So for the most part, well, it depends, because if the company goes under and right, so
get sauce packets.
Right, it's a risk, but you gotta be in a position to do that. So, but yeah, I agree 100%. I'm with it 100%.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't think there's any problem with people wanting work-life balance.
Yeah, no,
I think that's...
Oh my God, I'm applying to jobs right now because I got laid off. And one of the applications is requiring that you watch this video from the CEO and that you give them your feedback and just like your thoughts. Please watch this. This is so bad.
To build something.
Whenever I hear something like that, like they want people to watch something from the CEO, I automatically know they're trying to weed out people.
She's already got fired.
No, she said that she's applying to a new job, and then this is the video that they want her to watch.
Truly amazing. And we need individuals who are jacked about the opportunity to become something greater than they even thought possible, to join our team. We will be accountable to you, and you will be accountable to us. We will help you achieve your dreams and your goals, and you are going to work like hell to help us achieve ours. I'll tell you that our employees work between 40 and 45 hours a week here, and they work on themselves between 5 and 15 hours above and beyond that, because they want to become great. If you're used to just punching in and punching out and not having to worry about work or trying to live the whole work-life balance thing, I can guarantee you will not like it. Please stop applying and find something more cushy. We are truly trying to do something great, and we believe that in order to do that, you actually have to do the opposite of balance. You have to be all in. You have to be obsessed with leveling up, achieving amazing results, and by continuing to improve yourself. If this sounds like you, continue the application.
I have no words.
You guys might be mad at me about this, but I'm not mad at it.
Me either.
I'm not mad at it. Because listen, it sounds like, from what he's talking about, it kind of sounds like a startup, and it sounds like it's probably sales related, is what I'm guessing.
I don't know about all that, but yeah.
I mean, just
go ahead.
Yeah,
keep cooking,
it just kind of sounds like it's sales related. That's something that you would typically get in like a sales thing. But yeah, I'm not mad at it. All he's saying pretty much is like, hey, we want people who are dedicated to this. We want people who are going to put an effort into this. It sounds like it might be a startup. And if any of you guys ever worked for a startup, you know that it takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of hours. A lot of times it's a lot of unpaid labor. So, I mean, I'm not mad at him for just setting realistic standards and only getting people who are really interested. The one thing I will say about that, though, is if you want people to be very invested in your business, very invested in the company, that also has to reflect on their part too. So that, what are ways in which that would reflect? Pay a lot of times. I mean, if it's a startup, you probably wouldn't get high pay, but you might get like equity. They have different ways that they break down in startups, or there might be other benefits that they throw at you. Maybe that they provide food because you're working late. I don't know.
No, give me equity. You can keep the food.
But either way, they have some kind of way of like compensating some way for that employee to work there. So yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at all.
Yeah, the whole time I was my arms are crossed like an old boomer. Like, I agree with what he's saying. Listen, he's not. If you want a job that's you clock. I'm gonna repeat what the guy said. If you want a job where you just kind of phone it in, or even if you don't phone it in, let's say you clock in from 9 to 5, and between 9 to 5 you work hard and do your job like it's supposed to be done, and that's it. And that's all you want to do, and then clock out and go home. More power to you. That's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. That's not what that job is, and he was letting you know ahead of time. It's better. He's saving you time and him time by saying, listen, this is what we're about. Either you like it or you don't. If you like it, hey, move forward. If you don't, go find something else. Nothing wrong with that at all. He's being transparent. That's good. It's better than him trying to trick you, you know? So I'm with it 100%. Everything you said, you've already said, so I'm not gonna go through that. I mean, I agree with it. I did get the sense it was a startup as well. And like you said, in startups, the hours are not gonna be the typical hours, but you do get compensated. If a lot of startups do have equity packages.
Yeah.
And if any of you are financially astute, you know that equity is much more powerful than a salary. Okay, so for the most part, well, it depends, because if the company goes under and
then you get under.
Right, so
get sauce packets.
Right, it's a risk, but you gotta be in a position to do that. So, but yeah, I agree 100%. I'm with it 100%.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't think there's any problem with people wanting work-life balance.
Yeah, no,
I think that's actually regular. And if you actually look at other places across the world, that's actually pretty regular too, work-life balance. But this isn't the rest of the world. This is the U.S. is what I'm assuming she's talking about, is the U.S. I mean, it could be Canada, but I'm assuming it's the U.S. And the U.S., there's not a whole lot of work-life balance. But I'm not mad at her for wanting it, because there's a lot of people who want to start families. There's a lot of people who want to have a life outside of work, and I don't think that they're necessarily wrong for that. I think that's perfectly normal to want that. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that going back to the job market is not an easy thing to do. So I definitely do feel bad for her, because I mean, losing a job, man, is not easy. Especially if, like, who knows if she's even getting money while she's losing? Who knows if she's getting unemployment? Like, there's a lot of different things that go into it, and I can understand the job search is very annoying to go through, because I've had to do that before. Definitely not a fun process. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, she's got to find a better fit, find something that's right up her alley. And then sometimes, listen, if you like your job, sometimes it doesn't even feel like work.
Yeah, that's true. Very few people are going to experience that, but that's 100% correct. If you like it enough, because even if you like a job, eventually it feels like work. But if you're doing something you love, it doesn't. Most of the time you're working for an employer, it's not going to be the case. But I don't know. Could be for her. We'll see. Obviously not in that company.
Definitely not that company.
Yeah, but
yeah, I mean, it's funny though, because I was expecting it to be really bad. I was like, oh, he's gonna say something crazy, and then I got to it, and I was like,
yeah, no, I felt the same way. It's like, okay,
yeah, what's the problem? I mean,
yeah, really, there was nothing bad about it. That's actually what he did. I commend.
Yeah,
he's letting you know up front, like, this is what we're about.
Yeah, realistically.
Yeah, if you don't like that, that's okay. We're not your cup of tea.
Not only that, but he's saving so much time reviewing an application,
and he's saving the company a lot of money because hiring is not cheap. So.
Oh yeah, because I think doesn't it take like a year or two to recoup what you spent on training the employee?
I think that's an average statistic. Yeah, something like that. So
yeah, I mean.
So yeah, he's just trying to save the company money and save you time and money too. Because if you go there and you hate it, back where you were. So.
Yeah, so technically it is a win-win. And not only that, but he mentioned the hours. I thought the hours were reasonable.
Right.
40 hours to 45 hours.
Yeah, that's nothing.
40 hours is average, and then 45 hours was that overtime.
Yeah.
So I mean that's not.
Yeah, it's not, and I'm right. Because you know how if your salary, if you work more than 40 hours, technically every extra hour you work, you're reducing your annual income.
Yeah.
So maybe he's trying to let you know, like, we expect you to go above and beyond what you're actually going to be
compensated for
at base level.
Yeah.
And a lot of overachievers do that anyways. But I guess what he's trying to throw out there is saying, like, we're looking for those overachievers, and by doing that, you're going to be rewarded. I'm assuming, like you said, because they gotta give something. Too.
Yeah, there has to be something right there. That's why I assumed it was sales, because he said, okay, working on you as a person too. That's something you would typically get kind of in sales, because if it was like software development, like what is there to work on myself? Like I'm programming all day. I don't get the whole point. But if you did something that was more like sales related, like, okay, you're working on people skills, that's something you'd have to work on outside of work. That's why I thought it was in kind of like the sales category. Maybe they're like selling a beginner product is what I thought it was. Yeah. But I don't know. Who knows?
No, could be. But yeah, nothing too crazy, guys. Let us know what you think in the comment section, if you think it's crazy or not. But
yeah, I'm gonna say it's a good decision.
I'm gonna say it's a good decision as well.
All right, decision makers, if you think he made a bad decision, leave a like, leave a comment. Think she made a bad decision, a good decision, leave a like, leave a comment. All right, decision makers, stay employed.